Hello, we are live and a massive welcome to meet the team. I am so excited. I know everybody else is really excited because we're going to meet the founders of Passion for Cruises. Next to me, just there, I have Steve P. Hi,
Hi,
Steve.
everybody.
And underneath, just there, we have Steve C. Hi, Steve.
Hi, everyone.
Now, folks, welcome to the show, Meet the Team. If you are watching on Facebook and you'd like to send a message or say hello, please just put your name in the comment because that way we know exactly who you are. And this is live, by the way. If you're watching this on Facebook and it's not literally 2 minutes past 5, you're watching on playback, just to let you know that, because we always get people go, hi, thinking we're still live, but we're not, please. We're not live. So if you have any questions for our wonderful founders, please ask them. What a great opportunity to do that. Guys, welcome. Now,
it's great to be here, Pete.
It is.
Thanks, Pete.
And Steve C, it's great to see you, my friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
nice to be here.
What we'd like to know, first of all, is you're going to get lots of questions. I know we are, yeah. But I'd like to know two things. One, how it all began. And secondly, how did you get the name Passion for Cruises? So, guys, how did it begin? Who wants to take that?
Well, definitely Steve could start the ball rolling here.
Steve, how did it begin?
Thanks. It was back in 2012. I had a sort of a thought of speaking to Steve, who I hadn't done for a long time. As it happened, he was on the train going to London, and I knew he was looking for some work. I asked him for a meeting, and I think that the rest is history. So that was, I think, May, June time. Yeah.
Wow. And what about the name? Because Passion for Cruises, actually, who came up with that idea?
Well, Steve will always take the plaudits for that, but I came up with a name to a lot of laughs initially with different terms for passion, Pete.
Yeah, of course.
But they did get my drift in the end, and again, so pleased we kept with the name, and I stuck with it, Pete. Yeah.
And Pete, to be honest, it is a bit of breaking news because I am going to concede ground here that for the first time ever that it was Steve's idea. It hurts, but it's true.
Yeah. I could sense it was hurting, Steve. Yeah.
Now, you're also told, if I remember correctly, that you were absolutely, some people said you're absolutely crazy just to focus on the solo cruising. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was interesting because in the early days when we were knocking the doors of our cruise line partners, that was very much the case. And I just remember one statement from somebody quite senior in the industry who just looked at us in disbelief, saying, "You can't create a business just from the single market." And it was almost as if, are you sure? Because we almost knew that we could. It was one of those defining moments, which I think everybody gets sometimes. But that was a huge turning point. That one comment, and me and Steve sat down and said, "Well, we know the market is there, and we know the market is being penalised, and we as Steve said earlier on, the rest is history, really."
Yeah. Steve C, was that your idea for the solo side of things?
No, there's no conceding here. Yeah. That was all Steve Philippou.
That's it. Because
I was skeptic initially, but he changed my mind very, very quickly.
How long have you been in the industry, Steve? How long have you been in the industry?
1978, Pete. Yeah, man and boy.
Wow.
So I know I don't look it, guys, but
okay.
Yeah, I am that old.
So what we're going to do, we're going to
Okay.
talk about, I mean, basically where you were first of all, but I mean, what you don't know if you're watching live, by the way, is that we spared no expense. It's literally lights, cameras, action here. We've had makeup, we've had wardrobe, we've had it all, yeah? But what they did was, the Steves gave me one note. They said, you have to make us look really cool in the photos, yeah? So there we have. Look in the cool dudes. Look at that. Now, I love
A
that,
pair
yeah?
of bouncers.
Yeah. But anybody that watches my shows, what I do, basically, you know, we have that as well, Steve. We have that. Yeah,
Thanks, Pete.
we really do. And if you're watching on our YouTube channel, we're going to talk about our YouTube channels, our Facebook groups, everything. There's lots that we're going to go through. I'm going to go through your questions. Again, if you're on Facebook, please put your name in the comments so we know who you are. If you are on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's really, really important. That's where we put all our sort of shows, where we do our hot deals and things like that. Yes. So, guys, talk us about your original building. That's where you originally were.
Yeah, well, that is the shop I started my travel career in 1978. And in 2000, I was asked to come back to the shop by the owner, as is now, and to come down rent free, because we were going through a bit of a bad patch, and he invited me back into the village on a rent free basis. So
Now, whereabouts was that, Steve?
that's in Robina, in
Okay.
Cardiff. Yeah, in North Cardiff. Yeah.
And then, of course, so how long were you there for? If in the shop with Passion for Cruises?
To, 5 years we were there. Actually, no, a little bit longer than that, Steve. I think, weren't we?
Yeah. And
yeah, I think it was about 6 in total. Yeah.
And this is the team that were there in the original building. Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I mean, it's a family affair. We're going to talk about a family affair as well. And then, of course, you put out "We Are Moving." Now, what made your decision? What made you want to move? What made you decide to move from there to the new building, which I'm going to show in a second, guys?
Well, it probably was. We needed to move because the landlord needed the space. So COVID was coming, and a friend of Steve and mine offered us an opportunity in a rented building out in Cardiff Gate. I went and had a look at it, and it suited all our purposes. And to be honest, we're more than happy where we are now. Yeah,
And that's the new building.
Yeah,
in Cardiff Gate, basically. Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And that's when the new team moved in there. Obviously, you had the COVID going on with all the masks and everything.
Yeah. Well, COVID was a big part of the reason for moving as well. And I think had we not had this particular premises, we might not have survived the disaster of COVID.
Which you did, which is an incredible feat, by the way, to survive something like that for all travel agents. It really was. It must have been an incredible time.
Absolutely, and I'd just like to come in on that because, firstly, it's very important that we start really by saying a huge, big thank you to all our solo guests. There's way too many to mention in person who supported PFC right from the beginning. Right through the tough times. We've mentioned COVID. There've been other issues, other wars, other natural disasters. Too many to name, as I say. And we don't take that support for granted. And it's something I know me and Steve will never forget.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
And I just wanted to say as well, Pete, on that point. I mean, we have been doing it a long time, and I think for us, the bottom line is understanding the frustration really for the solos who've been unfairly penalised for so long, and that's something which it's been a privilege to really be pioneers, I guess, in trying to make cruising affordable for solos, and that's something we are again incredibly proud of there, and we are at the forefront of that on a daily basis, which a lot of people perhaps don't actually realise.
I mean, we're all solo cruisers. I was a solo cruise before I got involved as well. You know, become part of the team, and paying the double the money, paying all the extra costs was killing me. It really was. You guys really are pioneers. There's no doubt about that. You have really led the way. And as you said, our group, our members, the loyalty is just incredible. I'm going to go to some of the questions. If you want to say hello to the guys, please say hello. You want to say Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, do. If you have a question, please ask a question. I'm going to flick through some of these first of all, and then we're going to go to the next question. So, Travels with Lizzie Lou says, hello,
Lizzie.
everyone. If you don't know Lizzie, she's one of our wonderful hosts. And we have Mike. Hi, Mike. Mike says, hi, everyone.
Hi, Mike.
Anne Franklin, good afternoon.
Hi, Anne.
It's lovely. This is the personal thing we like to do as well.
Hi, Irene.
Knows us. Hi.
Irene, hi.
From Scotland.
Yeah. If you've got any comments, by the way, please feel free
Judith.
to say them.
And
the same to you, Judith.
Absolutely. Erica. Hey, all.
Hi, Erica.
Hi, Erica.
Hi,
Hi, Ivanka.
To the two Steves, as they say. Sharon, hi from Arizona. This is Sharon Hartsfield. Yes.
Hey.
And of
what
course,
the weather's like there.
I think it's a damn sight better than where it is here. And of course, we will talk about the American side as well at some point. Yeah, we have greetings. Yep.
Hi, Hazel.
Now, the reason on Facebook is if you don't put your name, it says Facebook user, hello, boys from Heathrow. We don't know who you are.
Facebook user.
So that kind of helps. We're flicking through these, and they've got loads of questions to ask. Yeah.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary. We have an amazing amount of Americans in our groups as well. It's fantastic. Hi from Facebook users. We don't know who you are. Fab to meet both the Steves. Steve Pete is amazing. So incredibly patient and reassuring, Steve.
Wow.
Thanks, Erica.
Make a note of that.
Would you agree with that, Steve?
An awful lot of people.
Right. Who's got the scratchy microphone? I have no idea, basically. But
could it be me?
It might be. Yeah. Someone's got a scratchy microphone. I hope it's not irritating everybody. I'm sure it isn't. Hi, it's Margaret P. I went on the Eureka with Lizzie. Hi, Margaret.
Fantastic.
Hi, Margaret.
I think, guys, we'll talk about that as well. That was one of our hosted cruises, which is one of the unique things that we do. And something like 150 members were on that cruise.
Yeah. As you say, Pete, they are proving to be so popular. They're so much fun. And we've got a great team of hosts who can help accommodate. And I think one of the questions we keep asking ourselves as we keep adapting is why do they work so well? And I think it's really because, from my perspective, it's that they're not regimented. It's a totally dip in, dip out. But I don't know if you agree with this, but most people do tend to dip in with it as well, which is a testament to the whole process. But it's always the bottom line, reassuring to see that somebody is always available for a chat. And I think that is absolutely one of the most important points and the whole point of the exercise, really.
Again, we're going to talk about the family, the passion for cruises, family, the family-run outfit, the family that we've put together, and the families we have on hosted cruises. And you're so correct. It really is a unique thing for us to do. I can hear some clicking as well. I'm not sure where that's coming from.
I can hear it. I don't think it's me.
Yeah, I don't think it's us. It might just be the connection from somewhere, basically. Yeah. Good evening, gents. Please put your name there so we know who you are. But thank God they provided the lines wrong.
The cruise line's wrong. I think I'm with you on that one, Erica.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hi all from Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Looks like someone out of The Godfather. Oh, yeah. That photograph.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah. The Godfather, isn't it? Yeah. But please put who your name is. You're on Facebook, because if you put your name down, we know who you are. And if it's not like 5:15 in the afternoon, by the way, you're not watching it live. You're watching it on playback, because people do watch it on playback. Hi, guys. Nice to see you all. Miss popping into the office. We don't know who you are, though.
We don't know who you are, but we miss you as well. But there you go.
I think. Laurie B from South Florida. Hi, Laurie. How you doing?
Hi, Laurie.
One of our lovely American members just came back off one of our hosted cruises in America. Hi, Laurie. tuning in from the beautiful Carnival Oh, wow. On board the Carnival Mardi
amazing.
Gras. Sailing towards Port Canaveral.
Hi, Andy.
Simo. Hi, Andy. How you doing, my friend?
Hi, Andy.
Looking forward to seeing Andy. Definitely. And we got here the lovely Sue from your part of the world in Wales, because you're in Wales, guys, aren't you? Just to be clear.
We're in Cardiff.
Yeah,
You're in Cardiff, yeah. And the lovely Sue. Hello, Pete and the PFC
Hi,
team, she says. Hi, Sue. Watching from Canada. This is what it's incredible. It gets everywhere. Watching for Canada. You guys did and are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We have our American group, but that's for North America, because that's for Canadians as well. We want to make sure that's really, really clear. And Facebook user, again, please put your name so we know. Oh, you have done. True Pioneers Maria. Thank you. Hello, it's really interesting listening to you. I'm so glad you persevered with your solo cruising model, guys. From Maria.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Maria. That means a lot.
Now, was it quite tough to keep persevering, Steve?
It really was, and actually, I still think there's plenty of work to do, because one of the big issues we seem to be facing is when the world's in a good place, that's when lots of doors keep closing, which and then all of a sudden any sort of turbulence in world events, and we're the first people who basically people come to effectively. And but what's been quite nice, we've built up such strong relationships that what we're trying to do is basically engage with our cruise line partners regularly rather than on an ad hoc basis, and that has taken a long time, because now they realize that there's effectively just on our database close to 100,000 solos who we interact with and communicate with every week, and they realize with that sort of reach, it's something which should never be tinkered with. It needs to be treated with respect, and I think something you always say, Pete, with fairness, and that's all we want. We want fair opportunities, and we have so many partners now who actually get it now, thank goodness. Yeah,
that's so true, Steve.
It was difficult. It was difficult, Pete.
Yeah, it's so true, because obviously with Cruises for Solos, I was fighting at the same time as you guys were for the solo corner, fighting for the solo corner. And I used to always say, all we're looking for is a fair deal. But Steve C, what you're producing aren't fair deals. They are incredible deals for solos.
Well, it's a mixture of fair and incredible. We try to cross every avenue. People's value for money. Everybody's got a different objective for price comparity. So we try to cover the lead pricing as well as the top end, your silver seas and what have you. So we are trying to create a whole product for everybody. And as Steve said, cruise lines are now listening to us.
And not only that, as Sally says, I think Sally says this really well, to be honest with you guys. Yeah. Hi all.
Hi, Sally.
Hi, Sally. Thank you. Too. That means a lot.
It does. And I think our members, we are all proud. When I first started booking cruises myself with you guys, it was just incredible. We're proud of what you're doing. And I've been a Facebook, I've been booking with PFC since 2015. Happy Christmas, everyone. Please let us know. Add your name to it if you're on Facebook.
Happy Christmas
by the way,
to you too.
But that's fantastic. Lizzie is great. Yeah, but
Pete, I think as well, it's worth obviously mentioning the team as well, because we know we have a very, very special team who care and actually love effectively what they do so much, and hopefully everyone agrees with that as well, because there is a real bond and a real understanding of the solo market, and I think that hopefully comes across on a day-to-day basis as well.
Again, that needs to be quite. I'll come back to some of the comments and the questions, and they're saying hello, by the way. But again, that leads me nicely, Steve, really, to Passion for Cruises. It's a family team, isn't it? and you're creating a family atmosphere in the groups and a family atmosphere with the events what we can do and the hosted cruises, guys. Yeah, talk us through the family base that are part of what you do.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, and I'm sure Steve's got something to add on to this, but yeah, it's all about that personal service, which we think is so important, which we will be continuing as we recruit and expand. It's got to be the right people who embrace our family values, and who genuinely care about what we believe is the most exciting segment of the market, effectively, really.
Yeah, Steve C.
Yeah.
I mean, you have family there. There's family as part of Passion for Cruises.
Yeah, we literally are based around two families, the Cartwrights and the Philippoos. You know, I have my two sons working for us, Luke and Reese, and Steve has his wife and daughter, Rula and Flora.
And they're there. They're
all
there.
featured on there.
Yeah.
They're not all my children, I promise.
Are you sure, Steve?
They're more your disciples, Steve.
Disciples, I like that one.
Yeah. But you've also taken that to what we do with the groups and with the events and everything else that we have there, and with the hosted cruises as well, basically. Yeah. Now let's talk about the hosted side of things, because with a hosted cruise, that's something that many people who are solo sometimes feel nervous about cruising for the first time. They may have lost a partner, you know, and so it's a big deal to book a cruise. And to have you guys with Passion for Cruises there with what we do, and have the option to be able to join either a hosted cruise and have one of us on board to help guide you, or a normal cruise, because we have the events where you can talk to each other, and you put everyone, you also mix people together so they actually have dinner together, guys.
Yeah, I think that's really important as well, because every deal we post in the forum, we will always in the comments section create an event, which is a wonderful platform where people can meet pre-cruise, and it's almost a nice guide to as well, because one of the biggest questions we get asked, Pete, is how many people are going on that particular sailing. So within the event you can see yourself, but where we can, we will always advise people, because people, we know that the top two issues for solos have always been price, and basically just if you haven't done it before, that needing that extra insurance policy of knowing that am I going to be alone there, and I think we've taken away hopefully both of those objections in many instances.
Can I just address one comment that I have noticed a few times, and that's in relation to hosted cruising, and lots of clicks and what have you. Now, addressing that, we're not creating cliques or anything. We're creating friendship groups. Now, whether certain individual will class that as a clique, then very, very, you can't please everybody. But we're creating friendship groups. Now, a lot of you guys would never have met had it not been for a Passion for Cruises cruise. So please come away from the word clique, and please get yourself involved with the group. You don't have to, as Steve said earlier on, and Pete, it is a dip in, dip out. There's no fast and hard rules. And when you've got 150 people together, not everybody's going to get on with everybody, and they're going to create their own little friendship groups. So I just wanted to address that, because I take that quite personally. It's not, these are not cliques, these are friendship groups that each individual are making, and I find that really, really important. I'm very proud of that creation that has come out of Passion for Cruises.
And just to add to that, Steve, as well, I think it's lovely to see an extension of that which is happening, because I know just all around the UK at the moment there are meetings happening in London, in Scotland, in Ireland, all over the UK, and these are effectively extension of those friendships which we've been part of building, and that is absolutely so rewarding for both of us when we see that happening.
It is.
And we're not actually even hosting on that. And actually, on that point, that's something which maybe in the future, we need to be looking at, and it would be wonderful to get out on the road a little bit as well there. And as I say, once we gather our thoughts there on that process, it would be great. But these friendships are something, I agree with Steve, are something we are totally proud that we've managed to create, and it's wonderful to see online everyone having such a good time, really.
Well, being on board the hosted cruises myself, you're right. You just naturally find friends that you get on with, and people you kind of get on with, and you become friends with them. But also the fact that if it's not a hosted cruise, they have the wonderful events in our Facebook group. They have the events, and not only that, guys, what you do, which I love, is that if there are like 10, 20, whatever it is, people that's on a cruise, just a normal cruise, you make sure that they can eat together if they want to eat together, so that way they get to meet fellow sailors as well.
That's a hugely important point. Where we can, there are certain ships with open dining where that isn't possible, where the importance of the event is absolutely critical, really, there. But certainly, where we can link, it's a military operation for Flora and her team 2 weeks before the sailing to make sure that we put everyone together, and some people want to be with others, some don't want to be with others. So it's interesting just seeing how it all unveils there. The team will always accommodate where the best they can.
We've got loads of questions, guys. I'm going to go back to the questions from our members now. We've got lots to do in the hour. We're going to go for an hour, then we are going to finish, by the way, just to let you know that. But so if you do want to ask a question, please ask the guys a question, or please say hello. If you're on Facebook, add your name. Here we go. Eleanor, Eddie Dawes just got back.
Ellie.
Hi, Eleanor.
Just got back from the journey to Jamaica. I had a brilliant time. Thanks for that. And all the other cruises I've booked for you as well. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you, Eleanor.
There, Sally.
Thank you, Sally. Thanks, Sally.
From Body Scotland. It could be Alison. Don't know who it is. Yeah. That's right. Cool now. Absolutely. Hi from Manchester. Please if you put your name, that way we know who you are. Hi, I'm from Cardiff.
Oh, I wonder who that was. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Yep. Had many great holidays with PFC. Next one with Alison over Christmas.
Lovely.
You must be on the river one.
On the river cruise.
Yeah.
And having these luxury river cruises to get a deal and to get a hosted cruise, guys, on a river cruise over Christmas and the New Year, because Alison is over Christmas and Lizzie's over the New Year.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How'd you do it?
Yeah, that was, I think we can thank the American market for that, actually, Peter. Yes.
Everyone, hi from Tenerife. Oh,
hi.
Hi there.
The sun. Please don't put your name, because we're going to be so jealous because you're in the sunshine. But you're not in the sunshine.
Hi, Linda.
Cardiff, just down the road from you.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Joan.
Hi,
from
Joan.
Heathrow.
From Heathrow. Okay, where are you off?
Are you flying somewhere, Joan? Is it just you happen to live close to Heathrow? That could be perfect for a lot of our fly cruises. Janine, hi Jane, how you doing? Best wishes for Christmas and the New Year from Jersey. Looking forward. I've cruised a few times with Janine. Lovely to see you, and look forward to seeing you soon. Sharon, A said portion ever. I live is low, 70 to high. Okay. That makes sense.
Arizona. Hi, Sharon.
Arizona.
Wow.
Thanks, Steve. I'm useless and stuff like that. I really am. We're jealous.
Yeah, 40-odd years experience.
Thanks for the amazing holidays. Do you know what? This is what you guys. You've changed things for solos. You really have, for the good. Lucky I found PFC. I don't know how long ago. Again, I was so happy I found PFC as well. Hi P. Hi. I wish I knew who you were. Please add your name.
Hi, Claire.
I found you 18 months ago. I'm just about to go on my 6th cruise.
Oh, fantastic.
There we go, Claire.
Thank you, Claire.
Claire, thank you.
Yeah, you cruises that opened up a whole world of possibilities for my retirement. It is so true. And we don't realize this, do we? It's so important to know. When I first started cruising solo, I struggled to find anywhere. From Portsmouth, plan to go on my first cruise with you next year. So Karen, you can always call the guys and
Thanks,
ask them any
Karen.
questions. That's where, again, the personal service is there, and Facebook. Linda, hi Linda, love you all, miss seeing you.
Hi,
And
there we
Linda,
go.
Phil had a wonderful time with you as well.
He certainly did. Phil was
Maybe that came out a bit wrong, but he had a wonderful hosted cruise with you, I meant to say. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, Phil was co-hosting with the
Erica.
lovely Lizzie.
He was.
I love the idea of hosted cruises. I'm looking for one next year. Erica, I'm hoping to go live beginning of January with a new hosted cruise, Steve. And I know that the Steves are working really hard on other potential hosted cruises as well. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's where we put them immediately. We always go live to let you know as soon as we have them. Yeah?
And Pete, there's going to be quite a few coming up. They've almost been signed off, so we're very excited about the turn of year with what's going to be coming.
Any hints?
That's a good
Steve?
question, Hazel. But the answer is no. The more the merrier, I think. Our family is growing and growing on Facebook.
Me and Steve like a complete monopoly, actually. So keep coming. It's great. Yeah. Do you know, Hazel, you may be interested in this. We do laugh now, because if we get an inquiry for 2 people, we actually, all of us just look around and are really confused with what to do. Whereas I think every other travel agency in the country is effectively the opposite to that there, when a single person rings up there. Because the one thing about us is that we are totally on top of it, and we'll guide people. Please sit tight is the phrase. We know something's coming. Don't book it yet. We know what is coming around the corner. And from our perspective, the excitement of some of the product which is being lined up, literally in the next 10 days, especially with some of the 2026 stuff going on sale, is very exciting for all of us.
We're hearing that here. We're hearing that from Steve straight away. Hi, Steve.
Obviously, this person, Pete, doesn't want to be named because he had a coin to get into the MSC secret party.
Yes, that was on the MSC World Europa. They got a secret bar, which we found, by the way. But you had to get a coin to get it. Jim, Merry Christmas at PFC. I've got so many people looking forward to meeting Alison on the Rhone, Steve's.
Oh, wonderful! You're going to enjoy that so much. I have done that river cruise, and it's absolutely my favourite river.
Please do put your name again from Ascot. 14th cruise for you guys. 14th cruise. You deserve a shout out. Please let us know who you are.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Pete. This is Justin. Hey, Justin. How you doing in America? I met Justin years ago on the Epic, I think it was. Great guy, and we were also
hi, Justin.
On Virgin Voyages as well. Justin. From America. Hi from Nottingham. Hi. I'm flicking through. Then we're going to go through some more other questions.
Hi, Maggie.
How do I get Lizzie's job?
A lot of people ask that question.
Good evening from Alan.
Good evening, Alan. Hi.
Hi, Alan.
Hi, Alison. It's so helpful. We're booking. There we go.
Yeah, good.
Maggie from Spain. How do I get Lizzie's job? You're from Spain.
You've asked that, Maggie. A lot of people. A lot of other people are asking the same.
I think you're doing okay if you're in Spain. That's what I think. With a nice sunshine.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas all at PFC. Good to meet you. Looking forward to meeting Alison on the river, on the Rhone. Absolutely.
Thanks,
Happy Christmas
again. And you enjoy it.
And again, saying thanks for negotiating these deals. Because guys, you must be working all the time and negotiating these deals.
I can't keep up with the questions now, Pete.
Yeah,
blimey, 100,000. When I joined 2 years ago, it's 4,000.
Yeah,
great work, PFC. Absolutely, Sally.
Thank you.
I'm surprised that the cruise lines let us have so many lovely double rooms so cheap. The reason they do that, Joan, as Joan from Heathrow, is because of Steve C and Steve P. It really is. It's an unbelievable job that you do, to get these incredible deals for us. I agree. Great deals. Hi guys. Thank you. How you doing? Totally agree.
Hi, Nuala. Thank you.
Hi, Steve. Missed the shot, but coming back to speak to face. Fantastic work, though. We're flicking
Thank
through
you.
these questions, and I'm going to got lots more questions.
Hi, Hazel.
Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
Hazel, yes, I have some wonderful meetings with a lot of cruise lines next week, and it was lovely to see Morella requesting us as opposed to me requesting them and chasing. So hopefully I'll have some more exciting stuff at early New Year as well. Top of my pile. And Stansted flights as well, Hazel.
There we go. You see, that's the personal thing that we do. We even know where you fly from. This is Chris Giles. Good afternoon.
Hi, Chris.
Thanks for all your efforts. You know, holidays at non-200% prices for sellers is nothing short of a miracle. Absolutely. Strength to strength.
Thank you.
I'm flicking through these very quickly. Solar supplement only exists because cruise lines don't prove per cabin. Is there a solar supplement with hotels? We'll talk about that in a minute, Steves, because we had the holiday. Okay. And one last question. I'm going to come back to these in a second. Evening all. I met so many lovely solos in September on Explorer of the Seas with myself at Lizzie, I think it was. That one. Result from PFC for solo travel.
That's Graham.
That was a memorable trip for you, Pete, wasn't it, that one?
Yep, for many reasons. It really was. Okay. Let's go to the... So we talked about it's so important, isn't it, guys? Because they talked about the size of the groups and the huge, you know, it's gone up from 4,000 to literally all the groups over 100,000, you know, in such a short period of time. But it's keeping that personal service that you guys do, that I know is so important to people. How do you do that?
Well, I think, you know, I alluded to it earlier with regards to the family values there. It's because everyone cares who's employed at PFC there. You know, they treat it as if effectively it would be their own holiday. And, you know, if there is let's be honest, we don't get it right all the time, but when soon as something goes wrong, you know, we're determined to correct it to the best of our ability there, and it's taken very seriously. But yeah, the team is conscientious, it cares, and I think it's very knowledgeable in the industry as well. Everybody who's been here, I think we added up how many ships we've been on between us all, and it's over 120 over the time. So we know exactly what is happening out there. And I think you know, to get that sort of, we do have that respect in the industry as well there. We're not high maintenance, as Steve always says, but I think, you know, it's people who actually care, and that's the core value which we drive through when we employ people.
I think the key word is care. We do. Everybody in the business cares. Steve and I are always available. So, you know, it's not as if you can't get to us. We're on the phones constantly. So,
and actually, with Steve as well, we bounce off each other quite well, and I think his experience, he is the godfather of the industry, really, of the solo industry, especially there. I wouldn't say he's my rock, but. He has this uncanny sort of antennae which can smell a problem before it happens, and I may go to him. This is behind the scenes stuff now, and he will say, "Have you thought of that there? If that goes wrong there," and actually the amount of times he's been proven right is incredible, and to have the two of us merging together and driving it forward with the care and diligence which Steve's.
Do you want to explain your role, Steve P? Your role, with passion for
absolutely. Mine's a very simple role. Mine's keep producing the daily flow of low and no single supplements for everybody out there. That is the heartbeat of the operation. So that's what I do. And Steve, you can just come in and the stabilizer, if you like.
I'd like to call it glue. I'm the glue.
Yeah.
I hold it all together, keep everything sort of down to earth and sensible, and we don't overstep the mark. We know what we can do, we know what we can't do, and I think that's why Steve and I work so well together. He'll come out with some stuff and calm things down, and Yeah.
And you mentioned a bit earlier, Steve, that being recognised. Yeah. Now, one of the wonderful things is that what we don't realise is, again, everyone's saying at the beginning, you are crazy just to do solo cruising, and it'll never work, and there's never going to be enough deals for the solos. The cruise industry won't embrace what we're doing. But you have been recognised because you have won several awards, guys, haven't you? Several
Yeah,
awards.
We have.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, basically getting an accolade saying you're at the pinnacle of your profession in the whole of the UK, which is voted by your suppliers, was quite emotional in July, because that's what we actually did. And
just to let everyone know before you say that, Steve, just to let everyone know, yeah, because I'm going to show the award, but you won an incredible award for solo cruising, which I'm so proud to be involved and be part of. Yeah, but you actually were enjoying yourself, having a great time, and you then got called onto the stage, and you actually didn't know why you had been called onto the stage. That's correct, isn't it?
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, you know which category you're up for, but we weren't in this category there. We thought, and we weren't, but it was the overall winner. So and the fact that we only sell. Yeah, and the fact that we only sell solos it's an award for every single one of us. It's not just us as a company there. It's for every solo. Yeah.
Look at that, yeah. High Street Agency of the Year award. Small. That is incredible achievement to do. And I just would have loved to have seen you guys on that stage, because you were suddenly, you're there, okay, what's going on, that kind of thing. And then suddenly you won this incredible award. Absolutely fantastic. You must be so proud of that.
We are. And it's never happened before for a dedicated solo cruise agency and holiday agency, basically. So we were overwhelmed.
We're creating solo power, because not only that did we get recognized, that we were also in the Sunday Times. We made it to the Sunday Times, didn't we? Talking about the hosted cruises, which is an incredible achievement as well.
Yeah.
You must be so proud, guys. You must be so proud.
Yeah. Lots of things that we are very proud of, but more importantly, it's our customers. Customers, passionistas, I like to call them now.
We are.
There's a lot of them, 100,000 of them now.
Are we going to get some badges made up for that, guys? That sounds quite cool, doesn't it? I love that. Passionistas, yeah. Okay. Now that's again, Steve C. I would like you to talk me through this. This lovely lady that you had. Explain, please. And we all know who it is. It's the wonderful Jane McDonald.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to meet me, and
of course.
Steve, what did you say when she explain the story of when you asked her if she wanted to join us?
Well, I was at a conference, and she was one of the host speakers and what have you. And we were talking just generally about what we did, and she was quite interested because she was doing a bit of solo stuff. So I in my cheeky side, I thought, right, let's ask Jane if she'd be like to become a part of our business, so to speak. And the words that came out, I don't think you can afford me, darling. And I thought, in her northern accent.
Oh, was it her who said that, not
laugh.
you, Steve? I thought it might have been you saying that, Steve. Actually, I don't think you can afford it.
No. She said it to me. But it's lovely lady, really lovely lady.
Any chance of her hosting the cruise with us? That would be incredible, wouldn't it? It really would.
I don't think we can afford her, Pete.
Now, also,
she used the phrase "chuck," didn't she? I think, Steve.
Chuck. That's actually what you use. Yeah, you can't afford me, Chuck.
But you were an influence on her, Steve, which is great.
I think I was.
Yeah. And also, guys, because we've got so many other questions and comments we're going to go to in a minute, because we are short. We're running out of time very quickly. But we aren't just passion for cruises. Yeah. We also have passion for holidays with the lovely Dal. I'm sure he'll be happy to see that photo.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
And Steve sent that to me, by the way. I didn't collect it. So please tell us about the holidays that we do, because it's not just passion for cruising. We also have passion for holidays, the holiday side of guides. Tell us about that.
You going to do that one, Steve, or?
Yeah, it's lovely because Daryl joined us actually during the pandemic, and that's when cruises weren't sailing, and we were getting so many requests from. And again, this is testament to our solo guests who were saying to us, "Why don't you go into the holiday and touring sector? Because a lot of us don't just cruise." And that was very, very true, obviously, at that time. So we basically spoke to Daryl, and he actually, I think he one of the first reps in the travel industry to be made redundant, actually, because of COVID. So it was quite sad, and we'd always got on with Daryl, and he's just a breath of fresh air, and what he's done is effectively mirrored what we do in the cruising side, and the choice of holidays, the choice of tours, just an incredible daily selection. And if you haven't joined the holiday forum, please do so, because again, some of the stuff coming through there, and these are dedicated tours now, which because of the volume we're putting through, are being put on by these operators, which is wonderful to see as well. But his right hand man is Luke, Steve's son, and obviously they need more support as that continues to grow as well. But yeah, it's and I know that there are equally as many people who've had fantastic holidays and tours to wonderful parts of the world, which with both of those two guys.
Yeah, and I will be going live with Daryl as well, by the way, before the end of the year, just to give that a good idea. So make sure you do that, talking about all the holidays here. Okay, passion for cruises, it's not about us, it's actually about our members. It's about you guys out there. So we've got lots of questions, lots of people posted, so I'm going to go through those. I think it's really important. Carol, you had 6 cruises.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
You never get to those amazing locations. The team are all amazing, very patient. It's so nice to hear the patience.
And a bit of sad news as well is that sadly our lovely Captain Phil is going to be retiring in March. So we've got Phil until March there. So he's going to be a great miss to the whole team there. And for anybody who's spoken to Phil, again, hopefully you agree with that.
Yeah. Again,
hi, Alison T. Happy Christmas to you too.
Hi, Alison.
Can I just go back to Phil, Captain Phil, and during COVID? And I think this is one of the things that I think a lot of solos out there. We were doing our our virtual cruising, Steve, if you remember.
Yeah.
And Phil was doing quizzes and all sorts of things during COVID and stopping at ports. And I think that had a lot to do with how we performed or started to perform after COVID as well. So it's little things like that really.
And a lot of people did have the pleasure of meeting him because he was co-hosting, as you alluded to earlier on. Yeah.
And I'm sure he's going to be back, guys. I really hope he's
yes,
back
I'm sure he will.
Yeah. And again, absolutely, Steve P. Your team
Chris.
are incredible. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. I mean, they are an unbelievable team. When I first met them, there's a massive demand for solo rates on cruise lines. It's so true, Andy. I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting Andy in January. I really am. I think you're in America or somewhere at the moment, Andy, somewhere exotic. I've seen your photos. Keep up negotiations, fantastic rates. Absolutely, we will do. I've met Pete and Lizzie. Hi, Joan. And they were amazing.
Hi,
not clicky at all. Again, it's not clicky. It's friendship clubs. It's friendship groups. And that's what we do, basically, yeah? You know, hi, Steve and Pete. Been cruising with you for many years. I came to visit you, basically. How do you pronounce that, guys? I don't want to get it wrong.
Hi, Vicky.
Rabina.
Yeah, Rabina. Visiting Salvos a couple of years ago. Thanks for all the hard work over there. Absolutely.
I remember Vicky.
Again, it's wonderful, these personal messages that we can actually have with you guys, yeah? Do you guys ever get to go on cruises that you promote, Steve's?
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, I'll start with that one, Anne. The one cruise which I've been promoting for the last 3 years, and lots of people have been on it, is the Bali Stay Far East mini cruise pre stay in Singapore, and I cannot wait because I've actually booked to go onto that for my own holiday in February, because I've been looking at it every time I post it and think that's the one. And ironically, Sharon booked it in the office as well, so it's not just me who's doing that. So yes is the answer, because we just know that is going to be a magical one there, and we've been talking about it for ages. So that's the one which I certainly have booked.
Steve, see?
I've not. I'm cruising. Yes.
What you on NCL recently?
I
Is it
was on
NCL?
the Breakaway in August. Yeah,
Okay.
Greek Islands cruise with the family. Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Facebook, I love that you called it a friendship group. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly
Thank
what it
you.
is. And that's
That's
exactly
exactly what they are.
we
Yeah.
do our absolute best. Yeah.
And
Nelly,
actually, sorry to cut across
Nelly.
you there, Pete.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention about that, Pete, as well, because the forum, it's important. We want to try and keep it a happy place there as well. And I think sometimes I'm a member of, and I'm sure a lot of our members are members of other groups for solos, and some of the dialogue and communications which happen in there, when they're not controlled, are absolutely totally the opposite of friendship groups, I think there. So we work really hard to try and keep a happy place there. And you've probably realised that not every comment gets approved, because we know what it's going to lead to sometimes. We're not trying to curb freedom of speech here, but we just know that it will go off on a tangent, especially when you get a random question like, what do you think of a specific cruise line? That will create absolute havoc, and you may not realise that there. So what we try and do is just keep it sensible, and for the best part, we think it's a really happy place to visit if you don't want to. And I'm just looking at some other things happening in some other groups today, and I thought, wow, that would be horrific if we had that situation arising in ours.
Again, the dining, what you
Thank you,
guys
Erica.
do, you know, it's such an important thing that you meet people at the dining, and if you get on with them well, you can actually end up friends. I've ended up friends for life by dining with people who are fellow solos. Nice to see you folks. Love your deals, absolutely.
Thanks,
Dan.
Hi from Linda from Cardiff. Do you think you ever get any deals on Princess cruises?
Yeah, that's a work in progress for sure. There are some bucket list longer ones. The stuff from Southampton at the moment is not happening. However, they have so many new ships. It's just a matter of time, and we will keep chipping away.
Absolutely. Irene, hi Irene. Hope to get some lower price cruises, which not MSC, even though I do love MSC personally. Because of some of the wonderful deals. I know you're working on them. I mean, I hosted some incredible cruises with Ambassador and Celebrity, and the deals with those were just absolutely unbelievable. Royal Caribbean as well. Fantastic deals you guys have been getting. Have to go. Hope you all have a great Christmas and New Year. You're not leaving us, Vicky. Where are you going? Looking forward to
Please don't go,
Vicky.
Vicky.
Please don't go. Absolutely. Hiya. Lovely holidays. Absolutely. Thank you, Dick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm flying through these. Hi, Jill from Plymouth. Cruise for Pete, Fraser, Lizzie, and Phil. They all work so hard. Really appreciate that, Jill. We really do. Because all we care about is that everyone has a great time. That's all it's about, that you have a wonderful time. Jay Blow, hi all. I'm on my first cruise in March, Joanne. First cruise in March. So
well done, Joanne. That first one is always the hardest one to book. So well done.
Yeah, and we will be going live at some point, by the way, talking about cruising solo for the first time with members of our group as well on there. That's going to happen early next year, just to help, by the way, just to help. There's Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Still trying to get on one of those PFC cruises. I haven't been able to connect due to conflicts of ones already scheduled. I'm sure you will follow a couple of your hosts as well. Thanks, Sharon. Yeah, absolutely. we have Mr. Bucket List in America,
Hey,
the
Mr.
wonderful
Bucket List.
Mr.
Hi,
Bucket
Mr.
List,
Bucket List. Good to see
who's
you.
one of our American hosts. He's got a wonderful YouTube channel, and he co-hosted an incredible cruise with Celestial with the wonderful Alison. So, hi in America, Fab. Looking forward to January, then, Pete. Yes, I will be talking more about January in early January, without a doubt on that one, Erica. We've got a whole gang of us on that one, so we do all that. Love some of the celebrity cruises, absolutely. How, guys? I don't know how you do it. Celebrity solo deals, unreal. Any cruises to the end of the year, Steve?
Which year are we talking about? This year?
I guess this year, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we've missed out. It's all about mid-January onwards now for the offers.
Going to fly through this because we've only got 5 minutes left. If something's around the corner, we want details. Don't keep it to yourselves, says Anne.
There is. We could be here all night with what's pending at the moment.
And I
Honestly,
want to know as well. I'm hassling the guys. I keep saying, what's around the corner? What have you got for hosted? Tell me. He hasn't told me. Yeah, so Steve doesn't tell us until.
Well, I can say where it's going to in the month. It's the Fjords, and it's going in September. So and it's all inclusive. So yeah, that's that. I just need it finally signed off there. Yeah,
it's been signed off. Okay, I'll be on that.
Hi,
by the
Sheena.
way. Hi, Sheena.
Hi, Sheena.
Western Supermare. Flying through these questions. They're going to a couple of things to say to them. This is Chris Judge. Good afternoon. Thanks for all your efforts. Thank you. We really appreciate that. Facebook user.
Thank you so much for that.
I started early, done 42 so far, Steve. Go for it.
Wow, that's amazing. Pete, from my perspective, there is just something I need to say about the website as well, because a lot of our deals will be populated in the next 10 days, and it's about our search filter. If you put too many things in it, it doesn't work. So the only way to really use the search filter effectively is to say with the drop-down box which month you wish to travel, and then press the blue go button. All the deals sailing in that specific month will appear then. That is the easiest way to do a search. If it doesn't appear, then you need to sit tight and wait, and they get updated every week as well. But there's going to be a huge amount of changes in that first week of January there, and additions.
Breakfast 223. I'm going to fly through these. I've got a couple more questions to ask, so literally fly through them. Patricia, have a wonderful New Year's Eve on board.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Yeah, we'd like to say how Phil was so kind to me on the Eureka cruise. He drove me. Oh wow.
Oh, hi there.
Oh wow, that's lovely.
Yeah, that's an incredible thing. Yeah. Absolutely, that was amazing. Literally going the extra mile. Hi, Mary for Fuerteventura.
Mary.
Hi, Mary.
You live in Fuerteventura? What a beautiful place. Book alcohol is bad. I don't know what that means. Fiona Shields here. Oh, yeah. The alcohol package could be, I guess. Shields on the Amasarina cruise in August.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. Thanks, Steve from Hazel. Literally flying. Let me see what they say.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Why don't many males solo? They do. There are many more males booking with us, aren't there, Steve? It's not just the ladies booking with us.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I mean, the demographic though is, we do have probably we're 75-25% ratio. So it's just the way it's panned out.
Steve, you can see that one, can't you? I did ambassador from Liverpool, by the way, as a host of cruise, Jude, if it does happen.
Yeah. The issue with ambassador is that on their regionals, they really split the sailings with Belfast, if it's Liverpool, or Newcastle and Dundee. And the amount of solo cabins, when we try and do a hosted one, it's not worth promoting because there's so few with the split sailings. So that's the other issue, constantly trying to find enough cabins when we go for a hosted one.
Yeah, Mr. Bucket List saying what an amazing experience he had. Our first one in Europe, which is incredible. Just got a few more quick questions here.
Yes.
Flying through them, and then I'm going to, guys, I'm going to ask first of all, because I mentioned it. Have you got any stories you want to tell about each other? Any funny stories you want to tell each other before we get to the end? And anything that you would like to say, basically. These questions
around
are
cruising,
on Facebook and
Pete,
YouTube.
or around cruising, or
Anybody.
just generally?
Anybody.
I've actually got.
How long have we
I've
got?
actually got a very funny story.
We don't have
about
any time,
Steve.
Steve.
Oh, right, okay.
We have
Actually,
extra time for this,
Let
Steve.
me
Go
be
for it.
very, very quick.
Yeah.
Everybody's cruised. The night before you cruise, you pack your bags, sort your clothes out, and he knows. Oh, look at his face. He was on a Fred Olsen cruise with his wife and some friends. They packed his shoes away, and it went out on the case. So he went. He got off the ship in his socks. With Fred Olsen.
My wife,
I can see the time running out, so I haven't got the full story. But yeah, he got off the ship in his socks. It was highly amusing.
That's fantastic. You've got to be careful, haven't you? Because it's so easy to do.
Yeah, and it's a warning to everybody.
Yeah,
it's a warning to everybody. Be very careful.
We have to do and talk about all the funny stories. So, Steve, Pete, have you got anything to come back on that? And then, is there anything else you'd like to say to everybody?
No, I'm still in shock. He said that.
Yeah.
I'm still in shock. He said that actually. There.
So, guys, is there anything anything you'd like to say to our wonderful members before we go? Then we're going to sign it off.
Yeah, I'd just like to wish everybody a very happy Christmas and prosperous and healthy New Year. And thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. You mean an awful lot to us. You are part of our family now. You're not all my children, but you are part of the family. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and from me, yeah, happy Christmas and a healthy New Year to everybody. And again, thank you so much for all your support. We really mean that. Really mean that. And Pete, as well, I just would like to say to you, Pete, thank you for your for all your hard work over the last 12 months. It's been a pleasure working with you, and thank you for your enthusiasm as well there, because it helps. You've just added onto ours, which has just catapulted us forward as well. So thanks for being part of the team.
And I'd like to say thank you, everybody who's been watching. We have lots of people watching. We really appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so proud that we've been able to meet the two Steves who basically started the whole thing, passion for cruises, for solos, and have done an incredible job promoting and getting these incredible deals. All of us really appreciate you, and we really appreciate everyone else. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, folks. Happy Christmas and a happy cruising New Year. Bye, everybody.
Bye everybody.